Now, in selection sort, the common thing that it shares with the bubble sort is that there are n minus 1 passes. N minus 1 passes take place where n is the size of array. And second point to be noted is, in each successive pass, the number of comparisons keep decreasing by 1. If you remember, these two rules were also applicable in case of bubble sort. But the basic difference is, like in selection sort, as the name suggests, we select one element in one single pass and we keep comparing it with the rest of the elements. For example, now come to the first pass. This is our first stage, that is first pass. Now, name of the array is R. So I have started the subscript with 0. Okay. So I am going to compare the first element, that is R0, with all of the rest of the elements, right? So first let me tell you that in this example, the value of n, that is size of array, is 5. As you can see, there are 5 elements in the array. So you can see n minus 1, that is 4 passes will take place. This is your last pass. Okay. Now we will see the first pass. I have selected the element as 0. I am going to compare as 0 with the rest of the elements. Value of R0 is 20. I will compare it with the next element R1, which happens to be 10. Of course, interchanging is required. So the shorter value, that is 10, will go up and 20 will come down. Okay. Now I have not changed the element. Element will remain R0. So now it's a different matter that now R0 is not containing 20, but it is containing 10. Right. R0 value will be compared with the value of R2. Now we have moved forward. So interchanging is required. 8 will go up, 10 will come down to this location. Now R0 contains the value 8. Now value of R0, that is 8, will be compared with the value of R3. Naturally, interchanging is required. 5 will go up and 8 will come down to this location R3. Now after this, we are going to compare R0. Now R0 is containing 5. So we will be comparing it with the element R4. Of course, interchanging will be required. 1 will go up at the first location and 5 will come down at the last location, that is R4, right? So we are done with the first pass. See carefully what we have achieved. After the completion of the first pass is the shortest element will naturally come at the top of the array, right? So that means when I move to the next pass, there is no need for me to compare this element which is at R0, that is the very first element, with any other element, because after the completion of the first pass, the shortest element will go at the first location. Okay, let's move to the next pass. This is our second pass. In second pass, I will be ignoring R0 and I will start with R1. Now R1 element has been selected. That is why it is called selection sort. So I will compare value of R1 with R2. Interchanging is required. 10 will go up, 20 will come down, right? Again, I have not changed the element. Element will remain R1. That is a different matter, that right now R1 is containing 10, not 20, because in the previous step interchanging took place. So value of R1 10 will be compared with the next element R3. Interchanging will be there 8 and 10. So they have swapped their locations. Now R1, again R1, now it is containing value 8, will be compared with the last element R4 and interchanging will take place. 5 will go up, 8 will come down. We are done with the second pass, and what we have achieved after the completion of the second pass is the second shortest element, second smallest element has been settled at the second location, right? You can see it in this array. 5 was the second shortest element that has been put at its appropriate location, that is second location. So that means when I will be moving over to the third pass, I would be ignoring first element and second element. Why? Because they are already at their final locations. So let's move over to the third pass. Now what I am doing in the third pass is I would be comparing R2 with the rest of the elements, right? So add 2 is containing 20. Add 2 would be compared with add 3. Of course, interchanging will take place. 10 and 20. 10 will go up, 20 will come down. Now add 2 would be compared with add 4. Right? Add 4 is containing 8. It will go up, and add 2, that is 10, will come down. Right? So now we are finished with the third pass, and what we have achieved after the completion of the third pass is the third shortest element has been settled at its appropriate location, that is third location. So you can see now the first 3 elements, they are sorted. So when I will move to the fourth pass, how many elements I will be ignoring? I will be ignoring first 3 elements, 1, 5 and 8. Add 0, add 1, add 2 elements will be ignored because their values are already at their appropriate locations, final locations. Now we are left with only 2 elements, add 3 and add 4. So this is very simple. I would be comparing add 3 with add 4. Interchanging will take place, 10 will go up, 20 will come down, and you can see now the array is sorted 1, 5, 8, 10, 20. So students, you can clearly see that like in bubble sort, here also in each successive pass the number of comparisons keep decreasing by 1. As you can see in the first pass 4 comparisons took place, right? And that is n minus 1 comparisons. In the next pass, second pass, the number of comparisons were only 3, that is n minus 2, right? So 1, 2, 3, only 3 comparisons. In the next pass, n minus 3, that is only 2 comparisons took place. Then n minus 4, n minus 4, n is 5, 5 minus 4, 1, only 1 comparison took place. So always keep in mind that in selection sort also n minus 1 passes take place, and in each successive pass number of comparisons keep decreasing by 1.